Howdy folks, welcome back to Imandra public test server. I saved you the trip of trying to get the crane around to this side of the lake where the engine mount is. Just brought you in where I'm climbing the hill to go get it. Drifted down into that rock. I don't suppose that was on the accident. I'm sure that's design. Up here, and then to the left. Stop right there. That's a bigger part than I thought it was. That is not going to go on the trailer the same time as the other piece of wing. I thought it was just, I was thinking it was just the engine itself, but it's got a pretty good sized piece of wing on it as well. So we're not going to be able to make it in 2 trips, I don't believe. That's a good view. Get up here as high. Pull the winch in as far as I can, and then bring this around to the rear. Got some weird angles to get out of here. Gonna be leaning the truck this way and that. Like this just off the ground a little. Not any higher than it has to be. And straight off the back as much as possible. Close, bring in the anchors, see if it doesn't immediately tip over. Okay, so far so good. Didn't immediately tip over. And the rock is interfering with being able to change the camera. I think that's about the best I can do as far as being able to see where I'm going when I reverse up the hill. And now this is a slope. I'll try and run down it. And then back up. Instead of across the slope. And given that I'm not going to be able to load this until I get rid of the other piece. I think I'll just run the other piece. Run the other piece back. Now the third piece we have to pick up is right up there. Giving us the arrow on the first piece we picked up, which is back in the trailer. So I think it's pretty much saying, take this piece back. I think this is around where the other piece is. Yeah, pretty close. So I think that's where I'll exit this vehicle. I'm gonna have to bring fuel back. I've got no, I was gonna say I got a little more in the Scout fuel trailer. Of course, I just dropped that piece because I shut off the engine. Oh well. Don't really give a shit right now. Because I have to switch to the cat and go deliver that. Before I can pick up anything else anyways. Now I am not going to try to run this route. So I think what I'll do, I don't think I want to run through there either. I do want to get down to the water line, get down to the shoreline around in here, and come up past here and over to the airport. Let's try and run that in reverse and see what it does for us. If I come up through here and run straight cross country, I can come down like this. That looks like the ticket. Got a new mouse, which is very slick as far as being able to, slide it around on the tabletop. It moves very easily, which means it's hard to hold it still to make these points. It keeps wanting to turn the map instead of clicking. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And there it goes again. Well, fuck it, that's close enough. This thing will have no problem getting back there on the fuel it has. And as far as the crane being low on fuel, this thing carries some extra fuel with it. If I could just get the crane back to the truck to utilize the fuel. I'd say that'd be one of the major things I could knock about that triaxle, is that the fuel doesn't last for shit. It's got as bad a fuel rating as you can get. And then it's only got a 270 liter tank. I don't understand why the mods do that. They're sitting there altering the values in the XML file. Creating new values, like the third axle. And they intentionally, they're giving it a bigger engine, and then they intentionally make it burn a lot of fuel. This is a new route I've never just busted cross country through here before. Try to stick with established points. That seems to be handy. Hell of a lot easier than trying to go through those really tight pinch points that the devs do. This way, get down to the lake shore, and then run along the lake shore up to where the village is. And then when we hit the village, we head for the airport. The trailer's going to move that rock right out there. You know what I haven't done? Take a picture of the wing fragment on the tree. get wrapped up in just forget about the little things. Like to enjoy being there instead of just stop being assholes. Alright, here's the village. Again, which ordinarily shoot through this canyon. It's the shortest route. Going this direction. That sounds like I have a option. But the other way, it's easier to just go south. I've done this in the past through the area where you get between the big shoulder and the so this is the first time I've ever tried to deliver airplane parts. I don't practice. I don't do things. A lot of content providers will have multiple save games. A dude that I really like, his name is Cougarific, and I watch his Subnautica series. But I know that he admitted that he has multiple save games. And I know that he practices on his other save games so that when he does his live stream, he can look like an expert at everything and look like he knows what he's doing because he's done it on his other save games. Whoa, let's back up a little bit. I don't do anything until you guys see it. Alright, we gotta take a picture of this. Now why is it not letting me unload? Oh, because I don't have the right piece selected? Is that the deal? There it is. Okay. Just a guessing game at the right, which is the right piece, I guess. Alright, let's head back there. We're only 19 minutes into this, so... might as well make use of the time. Head back over there. And get the next fragment on. Without this big heavy trailer, the cat would be doing like 30 miles an hour through this shit. And what appears to be the long way around is actually quicker, because you don't have to fuck with those pinch points that are hard to get through. Almost through the deep stuff. I probably should have refueled at the airport, but I think I can get back there one more time. The crane and the spare tire both offer fuel, which I'll probably put some in the other crane. I was talking about the loading crane on this thing. Has some fuel capacity. And then the spare tire has some fuel capacity. What I'll have to look out for is where I go up the hill. It's up around the point a ways. There it is. I thought I'd be able to see my tracks once I got up here. I can't imagine trying to do this in a less capable vehicle. I suppose you could make it. It would just be a lot more struggling. And without the tree mod, you'd have to follow the trail pretty much. I'm gonna take a look at where I'm going. Yeah, that's okay. Just kind of skirt these rocks and turn right a little bit. I don't see my tracks anymore, but that appears to be correct. Well, there's my tracks over there on the left, or right side rather. I like that. Take a picture of that. This is up here where the fuel trailer was sitting. And I did get one of the points for that other job up here. Aftermath of the storm or something like that. Now, that piece we need to load is up here on this end. So if I could maybe swing the trailer around. Can I drop it down here without getting stuck? It looks like if I go over this rock, maybe, or maybe not. Looks like I may be just getting myself in trouble trying to go down through here. Come on, baby, get up over that rock. And we'll be out on the ice. Yes. Alright. Awesome sauce, and we're in the perfect spot to go back up the hill then. Stop engine. Close functions. Find the crane. Hop in that. What the fuck was that? Start the engine. Open functions, open crane. Hook up to that thing. Raise it up. Close that, close this, change my view around, and away we go. Alright. Anchors, crane. Whoa. How about a more controlled shit here? I hit raise and it spins like a top. Let's run the boom cable out now. and change the view so I can actually see the trailer. Turn. I'm going to have to extend and raise at the same time to try and get it far enough out there. No, that's all she wrote. I'm going to have to drive the truck closer. I think this is how you're supposed to pack it. Or load it so you can pack it. Maybe a little closer. Let's try that. Come on. Quit being a pain in the ass. Won't let me switch to the cat. There. Beautiful. Now I'll see about putting some fuel, see if I can put some fuel in the That's all I got, I guess. 50 or 50. And the crane's not in a position to be able to do anything with it. So I'll switch back to the crane. Put the crane away. See if I can manage to drive it up alongside the cat without putting it in the lake. Refuel. Well, not from the cat, but I guess I can use the fuel, the extra fuel in the cat to resupply the cat. Now let's back it up out of here. Stop right there. Stop engine, change truck to the cat. Refuel. I'm back up to 102 liters. That should be enough to get me back. You know, this thing here, I'm just going to recover it to the garage anyways, I think. I can steal its fuel. There we go. If I decide not to recover it to the garage, I can always bring fuel back to it. Oh, I gotta do something. Picture. And away we go. Zigzagging back and forth. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Now I must remember to top off my fuel this time. Going the route that I am, there shouldn't be any clearance issues. If you were using the established routes, that the devs give you, you would have a lot of problems getting through those tight spots. A lot of trouble. I'll make sure I'm still going the right way. Yeah, down through here to the water. No? Down that way to the water. I am fucking up. Thought that I was. Down this route over here. I thought that didn't look right. I'll probably call it an episode at the airport. Then I'll get this thing back out here on my own time. Get it back out to the lake and in position to grab the next fragment. And then come back and record picking it up out of the lake and putting it on the trailer and delivering the last fragment. This will be the last of the major things you have to do on this map. The rest of it is just cleaning up the tedious things. Nah, it's gonna take the fence down if I go through there. I've been trying to go through there without knocking the fence down. Trying to swing that big engine sticking out there around the debris so it doesn't catch on it. I know it'll just knock the trees over, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I don't think I would have made it on that 150 1 liters of fuel. Coming up around this way, I will drive right past the heavy fuel tanker. Assuming I can fit through the gap with that engine and propeller sticking out. That one's empty. That's why I brought this other one up here. That one on my left. Stop. It won't let me get the big tanker. Must be too far ahead. There we go. Fuel up the cat. Fuel up the spare wheel and supplies. Fuel up the special edition LC38. And we're all topped off again. Just squeak through there. Come on. Do cargo management. I don't know if it's going to be this piece or the other piece. There we go. We're down to 2. And that, folks, is where I call it an episode. 50 minutes in. Don't have time to make another round trip in this hour. So I'll grab in the next one. Make 3 episodes out of picking up these parts, I guess. Count, if you count the one that I just drove around scanning. Alright, well, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.